Hello everyone, I just wanted to show you how easy it is to do an evaluation of one of our online resources. To start with, in our discussion group, there's a post called Timeline to Evaluate that has two links, which should be all you really need to get started. The first one is our list of resources, and when you click on that, it'll bring you to a DIGO group. You may have to join the group if you haven't already. But when you join the group, you'll see a list of different things that people have already put in for tools. Over on the right-hand side, you'll also have a list of them by the tags. Remember, a tag is just a way of bookmarking things. So if I want to work on English learning, I may want to try this new one right here that was just recently added. News in Levels, World News for Students. I see it has a nice little pop-up test. I wonder if it matters if I get it wrong. Let's say I don't know. Has a few of them. I'm going to stop this. I'm assuming this would check my reading comprehension level and hopefully suggest for a student a new level. If I were really evaluating this site, I would want to do all of that test to find out. So I can look through here. I can see they have different levels, and each article has listed different levels. And I would probably want to dig into more what each level equates to. I'm assuming it's early reader, middle level reader, third is probably real close to a competent reader. But I'm assuming I can get that through here. Let's see, where did that grammar site bring me to? Brought me to a video.
Hello.
For speaking. I'm not going to play that right now. So I would go through this. I would work with my students with this site. I would check this all out. Now, before I go work with students, I may want to go to the second link that was in our Timeline to Evaluate, which was Complete an Evaluation. This brings me to a Google Doc that looks like this. I'll zoom it up a little bit. And in here, I would just simply put my name. I would put the name of the resource. I'd choose it from this list. Now, a good question came up. What if what I'm reviewing isn't in this list? This list is not automatically populated. It's very possible that somebody added something to the DIGO list and I missed it, or I just didn't get it onto this list. So I would choose anything that was close to it and just send me an email saying, Ed, I just did an evaluation on something. It wasn't in the list, so I chose this. I'll try to get things on there as best I can. This one's called News and Levels. So let me go back and see if there's a News and Levels in here. And since that's a new addition, I don't think I put that in there. I will after this video, I hope. So I'm just going to choose Moodle because it's close to where it is. But for resource location, I'm actually going to use the news resource. So I'm going to go to the news resource. I'm going to highlight the address. I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to go right into the resource location here, and I'll just paste that in. For those of you not comfortable with copy and paste, I'm just simply right-clicking when something's highlighted and choosing copy. And then I go to a blank space I want it, and I right-click and go to paste. For description, I would want a full description of this. This should be concentrated on what the primary purpose of the resource is. In this, it looks like it is a site that offers reading at different levels, so learners can practice their reading and maybe push their threshold of reading to another level as they gain confidence. And I'm going to put down reading here. I don't know if it has writing. I'd have to check through. I don't know if it involves technology skills at all, but I'd have to look through and see if there's anything else. It looks like enhancing vocabulary, just with that vocabulary test right at the beginning. But again, I would research this more as I was evaluating. From a teacher's perspective, I have to think about, okay, all my teacher friends, how long is it going to take for them to get into this site? Maybe I don't think this site's going to take very long. And the students, they just plug in and start choosing different videos, not videos, articles. I think that's going to be very easy for them. And I could easily see, I'd have to look at the levels again, but I'd have to say, well, this would probably be easy for maybe all but beginning ESL. Again, I don't know how low level 1 went, but I would know that after I spent some time with the tool. The engagement, how do students like the articles? How are they engaged with this? And some of my students just don't like reading, so I don't know how I can get to very engaging with some of my students, but this one's fairly engaging, let's say. And then usage. How am I using this specifically with my classroom? So above, we had this section that was on the description of what the tool is. Down here is how am I using this with my classroom, or what might be possible. And then are there any challenges? Maybe if your reading level's too low, there's not articles to support you. Maybe the website disconnects on certain devices. Maybe it doesn't show up well on phones, and I have some learners using phones. Whatever the challenges are, I can list them here. And can I use this without internet? Can I work with just one classroom with a projector? Think about, again, how you're using it. Would you be able to use it that way with some of these constraints? And then, would I recommend this? Yes or no? And I hit submit. At that point, you're done in evaluation. So most of the work here is really on taking the time to explore site, work with it with students if you can. That would be the ideal. And then after you've had some student feedback and you've been exploring this, you can come out and fill this form out. This form takes just a few minutes. As fast as you can type, really, is how long it takes. You may even want to print this out. You just go to the form and go to print, and hopefully your computer is configured to print at your local place. This will print out probably a 2-page form, so you can look that over as you're introducing this to students. Maybe even have the students fill out some of this stuff, especially when it comes down to what's the ease of use from the student's perspective. Why not get it right from the students? And it's also useful to let your students know, what are they evaluating? How is this tool being evaluated from your perspective? Well, that's about all. There's really no other work needed. You go grab a resource, take some time to review it and work with it with your students, and then fill out an evaluation form, and you're ready to dive into another one. If you have any questions, you feel free to either post a comment in one of the links threads, or you can email me, and my email address is posted in many of the different threads that are in the 2017 Online Tools and Resource Evaluation Microgroup. Thank you very much for watching this, and good luck and happy evaluating.